Testing, 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 testing.
He's always got to do it. He's
Hey,
always got to
do it.
Right
Always
before
gonna
we
do
go
it.
on. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Parc-cast with the Pixelate Rowboat Club, otherwise known as Park. We're your hosts, Steve, aka Stove.
Chris, aka Sloppy, and thank you for coming. We got a lot of great projects coming on today. XDragonites, Yoniverse, and also XRP Junkies. So get ready. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Also, just to touch up on what's going on April 2nd, we put together a nice secret art contest. We thought it would be a good idea. And it's also a fun event to have all the projects who, might not know each other, but wanted to collab, come together and collab with each other, as well as we have an awesome booth of judges for that event. So be on the lookout for that April 2nd.
Exactly.
It's going to be like another 10-hour stream. So, get ready, come hang with the boys and girls, and it's going to be a great time.
It's going to be fun. It's really cool because we invited a bunch of these NFT projects, and this prize pool, this XRP prize pool, is actually going to be split amongst the winners. So whoever creates the best art will split this XRP prize pool, and it's a great way to give back to your favorite NFT projects who are working so hard to make events like this possible and to just keep the XRP alive. So, and like Chris said, we have some awesome judges. And then after that, we're going to be running a ton of marbles giveaways. So it's going to be a great time.
Skill of luck, loving the V-neck. It was the only clean shirt I had. And thank you.
hey, he's looking sharp. So we're going to go right over to our live stream Discord chat, and we're going to open that up. We have the Dragonite fam in here, so I'm going to unmute real quick. And
yes, hello everyone.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going?
Thank you so much for inviting us, guys. So I hope you liked our NPC.
No, we do love that. We do love that. And it was cool because, we've never been in contact before, and we received that Twitter notification, and we saw, and we were like, wow, we were so souped when we saw, Park was featured within the game, and, having no prior contact, it was a nice gesture. Thank you for that.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to give you a heads up for partnering,
Yeah, no, for
bringing this
sure.
community even closer than ever.
Exactly. So it's optional again if you want to put your webcam on. If you don't, it's okay. But if you look up on the stream, we got a voice box for you up in the top right, and then we also have your Twitter profile in the top left. So just to kind of introduce ourselves again, I'm Steve, and then this is Chris. And if you just want to kind of introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Yes, so my name is Simon. I'm from Lithuania. I'm like the media manager and person of Dragonites. We are an exclusive play-to-earn NFT game on the XRPL. So our main vision is to establish ourselves as like the most unique gaming NFTs on the XRPL blockchain, and to create a kind of ecosystem within the XRPL that allows various players to exist in the game, also earn our in-game token, which is DBX, also exchange it to XRPL, which will be like a real-life value currency.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. It looks like we're getting some comments that your mic is a little bit muffled. I don't know if you can maybe put it closer, or
maybe it's better now.
We can check in the chat and we'll see what the chat says. They'll be the ones to determine that. But okay, and then if so, how long have you guys been working on this NFT project?
So our main concept idea started in September, I would say. We were really wanted to plan out the whole game idea because there were a lot of components, including everything. We started in the start of the new year because we wanted to start with the New Year's resolution and start finally our new game. Nice. And build out the concept. So yeah, it's been working in quite some time, and we have improved a lot, I would say. We still have a ton things to do to fully release the game, but really stoked on releasing our beta version next month.
Nice.
So we'll definitely going to invite a couple of private testers, possibly our main investors, because they really helped us to establish a strong foundation in our Discord community by bringing everyone together, also
Cool.
answering their questions about anything that came across their mind, and hopefully we'll ask them any questions if something's wrong with the beta, also any bugs that need to be fixed, and further improve on our game.
For sure, for sure. So how many people are part of the Dragonites core team?
Yeah, so there's four of us. We have our core designer who we come up with all the character designs. We have two developers, and I would say I'm like the third developer, although I'm like more integrated into the Discord community to answer any questions and also write it like to help with the Twitter and marketing thing. So yes, four of us.
Nice.
Possibly we'll have a fifth member to integrate the game with our, let's say, some wallet addresses, and also built a system, which is definitely not an easy task to do, but we really like challenges. I think that's one of the core principles in creating a project on the XRPL. There's going to be a lot of setbacks along the way, but you need to improve on them, because I mean, obstacles are the things that pull you forward.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that you can overcome those obstacles and continue on shows that you're a project that'll persevere. And it's very tough in this current market on the XRPL to find value in your project. And at this point in time, there's not much for us to market because you can't really have a physical product until XLS 20D comes out. So, you start to see these projects fizzle out because, there's no substance there. So as long as you guys are doing that with your game, you found a way to kind of be different than, other projects in this space. So definitely applaud you for that.
Yes, because probably like the most projects get hype in the first 2 weeks. So we really thought about in what way we could achieve that long-term growth without compromising our identity. Because we could see that since the hype from October with the XRPL funds, we could see so many meme coins, also so many scams and rug pulls, which I mean, it's part of it, I guess. We wanted to create something long lasting. The same as February. February should have been like the month of love, but instead we got like the most rug pulls ever on the XRPL, which was really fascinating. I mean, I mean, I guess it will come with time. We'll create a community which will further identify the, let's say, not lasting projects and the more fishy ones. Because just for example, I saw a project come out in early of this year. You could really read their white paper and see there's nothing special about it. It's just complete abstract words like
Just a
cloud-based
bunch of
solutions,
fluff
nothing
and
concrete.
buzzwords.
Yes, and the same, there was another project where they literally were copying XRP's functions, which was just crazy. So yes.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword where, it's super easy to create a token, which is awesome for, basically beginners that are trying to get into this type of, NFT marketplace, but on the other end, it's super easy for projects to make a token and then, rug pull like you said. So,
Yeah, and that's the luxury of, the XRPL and using Zoom to create your tokens. Anybody can really do it, so it opens the market to, those people with little to no budget for creating a project to create something that actually holds value, as well on the other end also people to manipulate it, come into the market, and do wrong to people looking to invest within their project. So
definitely.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, what initially got you into crypto? Like, how long have you known about crypto, and then when did you kind of figure out about XRP?
Yes, so the first time I came into crypto was late August of 2020. I simply put $100 into Waves cryptocurrency that I then didn't put anything for 3 months, and then I came 3 weeks before the lawsuit. I bought a lot of XRP because I really believed in the tech, and of course, blockchain backer said that the alt season was coming around the corner, and
Yeah.
then we got this lawsuit. I mean, I was kind of shocked, but I thought that there's this lawsuit for a reason. Then I looked also started the researching about the Ethereum, let's say, blockchain, what happened in 2016, 2017 with the initial coin offering, thinking how it wasn't a security. Then I read about the Ethereum 2.0, looking about its scalability. I mean, they've been talking about it for 5 years and still nothing else. So I really believe in XRPL's foundational technology and what we can achieve in the future. I mean, it's been 1.5 years after the lawsuit. It still hasn't been settled.
Yeah.
I'm not that. I'm really confident we'll get a resolution really soon. Maybe not this year, not next year, but it will come eventually. We're all uh, creating this project. Our team was really looking into the long-term growth, really thinking about being really fast and steady on the micro-term growth, and being really efficient and slow on the macro time frame.
Yep.
Because
Definitely.
Web 3.0 might even not come in the next 5 years. I don't know, but creating a project that will have a really base solid foundation of which you can build, it will be absolutely magnificent to labor your fruits in the future.
For sure. So you basically did you buy in before XRP crashed because of the lawsuit? When they did you buy in
So
before they delisted it?
I bought it at around 30 cents. I saw
Oh,
it.
that's
Ooh,
good.
nice buy,
Nice,
nice
nice.
buy.
Yeah, I saw
Congratulations
it
on that.
2x. I thought 70 cents. Oh my God, we're going to the moon. Of course we didn't.
I think we all did at that point.
Yeah, I thought $10. Yeah, $10. It will come really fast, but I mean, it dumped. What can I say? It was a pretty dark two weeks, I guess. But then you reflect upon the ideas and what the foundational thing about it is, and you kind of move on, and it's really great. The rise of the XRPL punks happened in October. We really thought about also releasing this project. We then dove into thinking about how the game would really work, also thinking about various features that would be added, and now we're moving at a slow and steady pace into implementing that into a real life concept.
No, for sure, for sure. It sounds good.
Now let's get to the meat and potatoes. So can you explain this video game that you guys are creating?
Yes, so I would say it's a really interesting game. It will have it's like an open world type of game. There will be very many open worlds and maps in it. Also, we'll have many NPCs, like non-playable characters with different XRPL projects in order to kind of establish a grown in community together. Each will have various tasks and various skins. There will also be let's the players will also be able to buy their own houses. We'll have training halls inside of them in order to level up your character's abilities and skins. There will also be non-NFT and NFT items. NFT items will be extremely rare. Non-NFT items, there will be many more of them.
Nice,
Uh,
nice.
yes, we'll also have an in-game, let's say, players will have a lot of levels in order to reach their maximum capability. After a level 1000, there will be probably infinite amount of those, but they will need a lot of time in order to achieve those. So there will be specific monsters in each of the maps and each of the quests. I mean, it's not that easy to explain everything
Yeah, yeah. I
in
was
in,
gonna.
te- in in 5 minutes, but in order there will be a lot of, let's say, players will also be able to engage with others in the game. Also, we'll make a chat and maybe voice integration into that. That will be really interesting.
Nice.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. I have the little video that you guys uploaded. I'm gonna play it right here.
Yes.
So this is the quest to get our outfit.
Yes.
Nice,
Ooh.
Sure.
nice.
So now, is this game public to play for everybody?
Not yet. We're planning to release in April the beta release for like will depend on how many people will invite into the private beta testing, but the main final release of the game would probably be around Q3 maybe, let's say late summer, early autumn, because the main goal, the main challenge for us is to really integrate people's addresses in order for them to exchange DBX tokens for Zen coins. So the
Yep.
economic principle will be probably the hardest one, and we'll also try to implement as many characters as possible. So we started in at the start of March for implementing projects. We really have a lot of the list to go, but we really want to build out a community-based game as per se.
Yep.
So as many projects are able to join us. So it definitely takes time. We're probably going to take longer because that's how it is. It always falls short, but we're really focused on the foundational concept so that when we release a final release game, it will be definitely worth it.
Cool,
Oh, that's
cool.
so cool.
How many projects have you already integrated into the game?
Uh, so as of now, we have 4 projects integrated. We're still working on other ones, but we're slowly building out, reaching out to the creators, asking for them for their pictures, also creating our own. So yeah, it definitely takes time, but I mean that's part of it because uh, the harder the quest it is, the more I think it will be interesting for actual players to play the game.
For sure. I'm just looking at the chat right now, and I was going to ask a similar question.
Yes.
Jake Aesthetic said, I think it's based off of, and forgive my pronunciation, Tibia.
Yes, it is.
It is nice. So Jake knew that. And I was going to say it kind of has a similar feel to Pokemon too, like
Yeah.
the OG Pokemon games.
Yes, it does. We also we had inspiration from others like Pokemon and also DBZ,
Yep.
but we're also trying to stay away from them, create our own exclusive characters and missions
Yes.
in
Yep.
order not to be copyrighted infringement, not to be related anything of some sort. I
Smart.
mean, some similarities can be implemented, but really a minor piece of it because it was a really idea like when I was a kid I was playing a lot of these games, so it was really interesting to bring back those child memories
Yes. Yep.
into fruition. So that's really interesting. I mean, retro pixelated games will always be will always have some sort of market value, right?
Oh,
And
100%. 100%.
even if you can implement play to earn games and NFTs concept behind it, I mean, phew, they can be really powerful, I would say.
Yeah, well, I definitely spent a lot of time like when I was a kid. We're talking from like ages maybe 8 to 10, playing those type of games, and then I picked them back up in middle school, and then I picked them back up in high school, and like I'll still play them
And then,
after
yeah,
college.
and then
It's
in
like,
college, we went through a
yeah,
little RuneScape phase because me and
yeah,
him did go to the same university.
yep,
But yeah, it's tough to get away from those games that stayed so close to you when you were a child, and when you pick them back up, you kind of have that grasp of like understanding on how to actually play them correctly.
yep.
Because like old school RuneScape when I was young, like I would just run around, kill the goblins, and then
Yeah,
that's it. And then I
get lured
picked
to the wilderness, lose your bank,
it
and then
happened
that's
multiple
that.
times. Happened multiple times, and then when I picked it back up in like college, it's like okay, now I know what to do. I actually
Exactly.
know how to read now. So no,
Yeah,
I really like that. I really like that aspect of the game.
yeah.
It brings back, it like channels those like childhood memories that you have. So you guys,
So
Yes.
how did you find us? Because like Chris had mentioned in the beginning of the stream, you reached out to us and you were like, "Yo, we just put you into our video game," and of course Chris and I are like, "Oh my gosh, let's go! We're in a video game," which on a side note is like super awesome. And Yoniverse, she's up in the chat as well. We haven't have her muted at the moment, but she reached out to us and made a derivative of or basically she made like a an ape in her art style and showed it to us, and it's like getting these surprises is so awesome. So like I kind of wanted to
Yeah.
touch on how did you find us?
I mean, we've been watching for you like for 3 months, I think so. We saw your live streams and how you were able to integrate other projects into the live streams. I mean, what you guys do is really incredible. I mean, bringing the community closer and closer together. Uh, that really inspired us in order for us to collaborate with you because we really thought that. Having some have reaching out to a project that really integrates the XRPL's community really together through live streams is something wonderful, I think, and it's not easy. I mean, it's definitely not easy. Talking to everyone, getting the right time for the live stream for everyone to join and talking about specific topics. I mean, that's something really incredible, and we wanted to show our gratitude for that because
Wow.
that's definitely
Thank
not
you for
easy.
that.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
that really means a ton, and like you said, it isn't exactly easy. I mean, right at this point, we have it kind of down, and we do have a schedule, and we try to
Yeah,
hold to that schedule as much as possible. But just a huge thanks for just reaching out of the blue.
yeah, you're
And
welcome.
we encourage other projects to do the same. If you like what we're doing and you want to be a part of the stream, don't wait for us to reach out. We're super inclusive and we want to include as many, projects as possible. So thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you always have to go get it for what you want. I mean, it will never come easy into your life. You always have to move forward and engage because that's the main concept, I guess.
Definitely. So what are you guys working on like right now at the moment? What's on your plate for like the next upcoming month or so, something like that?
So yeah, we're now focused on our private beta testing and our new website, which will be exclusively for our game. That will be the two main priorities for us. We're also designing a new map, which will be exclusively for the beta verse for the beta testing.
Nice.
That is our two main goals, and in the future, we're really focused on integrating some wallet addresses into the website and into the game because that's our main goal for users for users be able to use their wallet addresses and send DBX tokens in exchange for Zen coins where they will be able to buy skins, NFT, non-NFT items. We're also planning on talking with the community and deciding what will be the auction for all of these items because we won't decide what the prices will be. It will be all based on the community. Uh, we'll maybe correct something, but we'll always making our major decisions. We always ask what the community thinks, our mods, because we have definitely special mods who really are interested in the project and are thinking really long-term growth. They're helping us understand other things together, maybe what other things we could have missed. We also are applying for the XRPL grants fund
Nice.
in
Cool,
order
cool,
to
yeah.
fully expand. I hope we'll get a chunk of it because I'm really excited that Ripple is committing so much funds to this expansion. I mean, it's kind of really extraordinary. So projects who are really dedicated to establish something worthwhile are really going to use this ability to their advantage.
Definitely, definitely. Well, hey, good luck on that grant. And we hope you get it because I know that I'm looking at some of the images that you have on your website for the game, and it you got a bunch of different games kind of combined into this. I see the crafting similar to Minecraft,
Yes.
obviously. You know, you got your like your inventory class loadouts, and that looks a lot similar to like RuneScape, where you know, you have all of your armor on in your setup, and you got your ring, and so this is definitely a
Yes.
game that I think once people pick up on, the nostalgia will kind of help you guys out as far as getting new people to join in and start playing it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's what we focus on. Yes.
For sure. So we got a couple of questions from the chat. We got Too Cold in the chat. Shouts to Too Cold, always hosting some awesome spaces. They asked, do they have or plan to run a validator node?
We possibly might in the future, but we're not really sure about it because that's not our main goal at the moment. But possibly, yes.
Cool, cool. And then we have another question from Kooky Pirate. Um, how are they circumventing? Someone's gonna have to help me out with that.
Toy?
Toei?
Toy?
Toei? They are known to be ruthless and to go after anything
Oh,
even
so
remote. Okay, yeah.
I guess
So that's
Toy is the company
that
that created Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
So
probably. Yeah. Yeah, so they're basically asking like how you're staying away from copyright issues, and I know you had a section of that on your
Yes,
website.
we also are in the next, I think, a couple of months. We're going to a private licensing office. We're going to check it out, check all the rest necessary requirements for that because I know when we thought out the concept, that was probably the main problem for us to really think about the copyright infringement and everything because we really wanted to set out something different, not similar to other projects, to other games. So we're really thinking about this long-term growth, and we're definitely going to contact with our country's licensing office for the necessary requirements of the copyright.
Definitely
So
good
nice,
thing,
yeah.
good thing to do. Make sure you're good on all legal ends,
yes,
so
that's
nothing bites
a
you in the
real
butt
important
later
factor.
on.
They'll basically wait till you get big, and then they'll be like,
Yeah.
"Nope, that's
They'll
ours.
keep a
Thank
close
you."
eye, and then they'll come
Yes.
back and knock on that door.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's good that you guys are trying to keep it as legal as possible in the early stages, so later on you don't have to worry about any of that later on. So
Yes, for sure.
Definitely. If anyone has any questions in the chat, feel free to throw them down here. We're gonna be on XDragonite for a couple more minutes. But is there anything that you want us like our following to do? Like, should they go, join your Discord or
follow the Twitters, just anything that we could potentially help out with.
Yeah, you could join our Twitter and say hello in the general chat and said that Pixel Ape Robo Club sent you all. So that would
Yes,
be
yes.
amazing.
I just spammed it.
You
Yep.
spammed it.
Yep,
Okay.
and just say Park sent you or something along those lines. Show them some love. They have a really cool
Yes.
video game coming out soon, so definitely stay in contact with that.
John Rain said demo when. I know you kind of touched on this, but if you could just reiterate.
Yeah, we're scheduled to release it in April.
Nice.
Cool. So
Cool.
look out for April. Shoot them a follow. Turn those notifications on. So
Yes.
when April comes around, which next
Pretty-
5 days,
pretty
April
damn
1st is
close.
here. April
Yeah.
Fools. I like Steve.
Oh, you're gonna, yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be like something in my room.
No.
Who knows? Some type of prank. But yeah. So definitely go over, drop them a follow, and I mean, hey, we're always open to demoing a game. So if you need us to help you out on the demo version, we'd be happy to like live stream it if that's okay. I don't know if it's confidential, but I think that would be something cool too. Always an option.
Yes, of course. I mean, we'll see what we can do. Okay.
For
Yeah,
sure. For
that
sure. Sounds
perfect
good.
answer. Perfect answer. So, hey, it was a pleasure having XDragonites on the stream. I think that we're running in on the time right now. Right,
One
right
more
around
minute.
here.
One more minute.
If anyone has any questions, definitely throw them down, and we can forward them over to the XDragonites team. But was a pleasure having you on the stream, and we're definitely open to having you back for sure.
And we look forward to more updates on the game and within the Dragonite community. So
Yes. Okay. Amazing. Thank you very much for having us, guys.
no, thank you for
Of
coming.
course, and
Thank
we
you for
will
coming.
definitely stay in touch. And you're gonna be on. Hopefully, maybe you come on the stream on the 2nd, because we're going to be doing the big stream on 4/2. And if you want, just come on and you know hang out in the chat. We're gonna have all the projects in here, and the community is welcome to join as well.
Exactly.
Yes, of course we definitely will. I mean, so many projects, so many interesting projects on that day, so we'll definitely be a part of it.
No, for sure, for sure.
All right, we're going to throw you back on mute, and then we're going over to
Yoniverse.
Yoniverse.
But before we start that off, Kookie the Pirate, well, Kookie Pirate, thank you so much for the follow. John Rain X, thank you for the follow. Scroll down, and then there was one more it was in the early.
Oh, it was in the early thing. Hang on 1 second. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Hang on, people.
Crackaloo. Thank you so much for the follow, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for the follow, everybody. If you aren't already following us, scroll down, hit the heart. All it does is notify you when we go live. We appreciate that. But I think now we're ready to go. We're going to move on to Yoniverse, and we'll unmute. Yoniverse, you there?
Hi guys.
Hey, how's
Hello,
it going?
hello.
How's it going?
Let me put my.
He's got the camera on.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we
Beautiful. Okay, awesome. So we'll just go through the introduction again. I'm Steve. That's Chris. If you just kind of want to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
So I'm Anna. I'm from Sweden, and I'm a Scrum Master and a mom, and a project manager,
Definitely.
or like founder, artist. I don't know. I'm a lot of things.
Basically, you need more arms because you're doing it all, is what it seems like.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly. Cool. So, if you kind of just want to introduce your project and give like a quick summary on it.
Yeah. So the Yoniverse is an art collective. We're going to be a DAO when that's possible on the XRPL. Right now we're an art collective, and it's like centralized management from my part. And we also have a token which will be like a yield farming token, basically.
Cool.
So the royalties and sales and stuff like that will go back to holders, and we're a multi-chain project. So even though the token is on the ledger, we have an incentive on VeChain, for example, at the moment, and everything that we have sold there from the artists have either been invested in other art, other PFP projects, or actually we did a raffle where we exchanged the VET for XRP and like gave it back to the Yonix holders.
Nice,
so it's a work in progress, but that's the plan.
Exactly, and you're super active on Twitter. I always see you popping up. Kind of wanted to touch on the art first because I mean, I'm seeing new art from you every single day. Like, how much time do you spend on making this art?
A lot.
I figured, because I'm always seeing it pop up. A lot of
Yeah,
time.
but I mean, I love it. I love making art, and like, I never really believed in myself as an artist. I'm a sculptor from a hobby perspective, but I've sold some sculptures and like bowls and stuff, so that's something I thought I was good at. But then when I had the possibility to like make a token and do this like IOU thing that I saw everybody doing, I was like, maybe somebody would, like maybe 200 people would set my trust line and want my art in a drop. And I was not prepared at all for what happened, and I'm so grateful and like super happy that people like my art. It's amazing. So I just want to do it all the time.
Exactly, definitely. So when did you find out about like crypto? Like, have you always known about it? And then how did you find out about NFTs till where you got to the point where you thought you could link your artwork to something like crypto?
I started mining Bitcoin in 2013 from my MacBook Air.
Whoa.
So that hash rate was,
Can we kind of
it was funny.
touch on that? How did that come about?
I think actually I've always been like super curious, and I heard about Silk Road, and I wanted to go
so
there.
Did we,
and like,
so did we. Same thing.
yeah.
Yeah, we won't
Yeah,
go
and I
in-
was
we
like,
won't go
let's
into
go
that.
to the dark web. What's this? Like, I wanna go there.
Yeah, exactly. Keep going.
Yeah, and then I lost interest for a while. but I work in IT, and I was a development manager in a logistics company for a great while, where I was buying like automation for warehouses, like big auto stores and like robot shelves and stuff like that. And I was at a fair where I read an article about the proof of concept Amazon had with VChain for RFID tracking in warehouses. And I was just mind blown. I was like, what is this? Like, if I could buy this now, I would buy this now. Every product I buy for every company I work at is going to be like on blockchain in 10 years. I need to get in on this. So that's like when I started investing in utility tokens.
So your prediction wasn't
Then I found
totally
XRP.
right. Yes,
Sorry?
exactly. So what I was saying was that your prediction wasn't totally right because a lot of these big corporations haven't really picked up on cryptocurrency yet, but one of these years things are going to come along and we're going to be the first to be there. So definitely.
Yeah, actually, I work in a big government organization, and there's a lot of talk about like how do I say this in English? Like tracking foods and stuff like this on blockchain.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
of course, it's all centralized. It's like they run the company that wants people to buy licenses in this run their nodes on their own cloud blockchain, and yeah, so it's not really the same, but still,
Definitely.
we're
And
getting
then
there.
and then how did you get into XRP? Because you went from Bitcoin. Where did XRP come in?
Well, like I said, I read up on everything again, and I realized I wanted to invest in what I think about as like more like software. You buy a piece of software, not really like all these speculation tokens. And for XRP, it was one of the tokens I wanted to invest in for the user cases of like liquidity and replacing Swift. But when I started using it, because that's like the crypto that I've actually been using the most, it's just so easy. And then with the trust lines, of course, and like how easy it was for me that I'm not a developer, but still to like set up a token, go through it like an airdrop, and set up a project.
Yeah, they make it super easy to get up and running if you're looking to create a project on the XRPL. Costs what, like 50 XRP if you go through Zoom,
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
I know we went the untraditional route, and Adam released our own token, and it was I think like 0.01 XRP to get it out there. So
Yeah.
it's definitely, they're a very inviting ledger, and they want to see growth on it too. So very excited long term for the XRPL.
Yeah.
We got some comments.
Really, I mean, if you
go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just saying that the chat is going wild. I love this art. I need a wall mural. Her art is out of this world. Only way I would be able to create the art remotely similar is if I took LSD.
Oh.
So, I'm over here. I'm on the website right now as well. Now I know you have, from what it seems, you have a ton of collections. Could you kind of touch on, what those collections are, where and when they're being minted? Because I know you've already started minting NFTs, correct?
No, we're pre-minting to
Okay, pre-minting, that's
IPFS,
what it was.
and
Yeah.
it's all like allocated to people's wallets. So we have an NFT viewer in our Discord, and when XLS 20D is released, you will mint from the YoBot, as we call that
Wow,
robot.
okay. That's
Nobot.
interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting. And which collection, because I'm on the website right now, which collection is going to be minted if there's more than one?
So we have a tier system, and every Friday we pre-mint NFTs. So if you're in tier 1, like some of the people in tier 1, they already have 130 NFTs, I think, that
Yep.
they will mint. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
it's a new collection every Friday, and once a month we have a community mind collection. That is first community mind, and then the community vote on it to rank it. And the tier 1s, they get a 1/1, so a totally unique NFT.
Nice.
So say there's like 20 people in tier 1, they would get rank 1 to 20, and then everything in the tiers below.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, you have a lot of complexity for sure. So can appreciate that because stuff like that takes a lot of time. And like you said, that you're doing stuff on the side in your real life. So for you to juggle both of those is pretty cool.
Thank you. But it's so much fun. I mean, this is a true passion project for me. I love it so much. And like just like interacting with the community, and not only my community, but like on the XRP ledger, everybody who like is in the same cult as me, you would say, because nobody in my real life cares about XRP or crypto at all, and that's everything. That's all I want to talk about. So I'm like so happy.
I love it too. So what are you working on right now at the moment?
So right now we are working on, of course, our incubators. They will keep running with the community mined art, but after May 27th, we will go into like a new epoch. Either XLS 20D is live, and we'll start with like the yield concept where holders would get revenue, or we'll wait on that part, but we'll also mint. We have a generative collection. It's called the Reunion Doodle collection. It's like we didn't have that from the beginning, but everybody did generatives. So I was like, let's just do one as well.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of like an ironic collection. So that will be for each one 0.5 Yonics. You will get one of those, and then we will like do the strategy for the investing. And I'm thinking like investing in other projects or crypto and stuff that have passive income. So we're trying to like put up a strategy for that. So I think for me, like the main goal, I would never, I'm a very like, structured person. I worked in product development for years in IT. I would never like throw myself into a project like this without a plan. Without like a business plan, but this happened that way. So for me, it's like product development now. I want to build value that can back the token before we actually go ahead and do all of the other like creative plans we have. You see like the game standard characters, for example, on the website, which were on the first page. That would be awesome to do something with that. I have an artist that is amazing with that kind of stuff. But we'll see. I mean, we don't have that ready yet, and we just want to make sure that everything is like solid to work on its own before we do stuff like that.
So yeah, we're just looking at the gallery right now, located on the website, and that is pretty wild. You get to move around, interact with everything. That is super cool.
Yeah, that's actually my gallery. On the front page, you have the gallery for the community, which is a lot bigger. So you can also go around there. And you have the soundtrack. We have a song that a Swedish singer wrote for us and is singing. So you have that on the front page as well, and as like music to the virtual gallery.
I think I saw that as well. That was pretty cool. Now,
Yeah.
what's your favorite to create? Did you like making that generative collection, or would you rather do like one of ones?
I like everything.
You just like creating art in general.
Yeah.
And if you want to pull up the poker tournament, so Yanni actually partnered with us for the poker tournament that we hosted last weekend.
Might take her out here. There we go. Yeah.
So there's the Park Yanni Jack poker card
with the Junkies
absolutely
on there.
insane.
Yeah, just awesome.
And then there's the Park P poker card.
Yep.
And then there's the Yanni poker card.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely insane. And first, second, and third got to choose which one they wanted. I'm pretty sure Link chose the Yanni rendition of it.
Put it in Zerpcraft.
Oh yeah, is it in Zerpcraft?
Yeah.
That's funny. And you're doing something with Zerpcraft, I think, right? I don't want to spill any beans here because I know I've done that a couple of times.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can comment on that. But exactly. We have a time tomorrow to buy, and I will buy a founder's NFT and also a bunch of land for the Yoniverse to build on and do a lot of cool stuff on.
Nice. Are you familiar with Minecraft? Have you played before?
Yeah. I haven't built a whole lot, but I love playing on survival, even though I died night 2 all the time.
Yeah, so do Chris and I, and that was one of our things. I mean, we love the creative aspect where you can kind of build anything that you want to, but there's something about starting from scratch and like, building your own house out of the
Yeah.
materials that you've collected that we love. So what we plan to do is try to get some type of survival server going once Zerpcraft makes it open source. So we'll hopefully be able to do that, but who knows how long that's going to take. I know he's got a ton on his plate from the
Yeah.
release that he did and all of that. So who knows? Who knows what
But
we'll end
kudos
up
to
doing.
that project. It's awesome, and that's really like bringing us all together. I love it so much.
Yeah, exactly. And I know the server was popping off on the release date.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah,
I
there
think
was
it's
there's
still pretty popular.
it's still pretty popping. We've kind of been slacking
We
on the
have,
Zerpcraft
yeah.
side of things,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
just be sure to check us out there this weekend, hopefully.
We'll definitely be a little bit more active as far as that goes, but we'll figure that out. Let's see. For sure. So, as far as like long-term goals, where do you have like I know this is kind of far out, but like a 5-year plan? Do you where do you see yourself like a year from now?
I mean, we have a kind of small community, but we have a really like invested community in all the lore and stuff. And for us, I think we want to expand our lore and our world building and just keep doing that. We have a really like solid foundation,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said before, we want to really like make sure that it's rolling. But there's so many ideas and plans. I don't really want to say anything out loud like that because
No, for
I don't
sure.
want to
It's-
disappoint anybody.
Keep them
But we
under.
have the stamps, for example. I didn't touch on that. So that's something that we will keep doing. So we do stamps for like most of the things we have done, like collabs and events and stuff. And you can collect them all, and then you can get a badge if you
Oh,
have them all. So they
okay.
are distributed in quantities from 400 to 10, I think, the most rarest. So if you
Nice.
hold all of them in your wallet, you will be able to claim the badge, and that badge will have kind of perks. And that is, I think, the most basic development idea we have that I think is most like realistic, is that we will definitely have some sort of function where you can collect something from having full collections.
Wow, that is actually really cool.
We're looking at them right now on the website.
So, quick question. We have
Yeah.
two cakes in the chat. He asked, "How do you make your art? Scans of physical paintings or all digital?"
Good question.
It's all different. I have some GIFs on my Twitter where I paint in acrylics. So that is something I do. Sometimes I draw, sometimes I do all digital. Most of the times when I do something physical, I photograph it and then I put it in Paint Studio Clip, and I yeah, just work on it with like a bunch of filters and transparency and a lot of saturation.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's what makes yours so unique. So it should be interesting to see, because I know you're obviously in that 4-2 event as well. I feel like it's going to be pretty easy to see which one you made because your art style is like so distinct in this XRPL space.
We'll see.
Oh,
Maybe I will see.
We will see.
You spoke a
We will
little
see.
too soon, mister.
We will see. Exactly. So, we'll move to the chat. If anyone has any questions for Anna, we'll go there and let's see what else we got. We got anything in there?
You can also build your own Yonian on our website.
Oh,
So we have
interesting.
all the game standard art. I need to rezone the cape, so if you try it, you don't use the cape.
Don't use the cape. Okay. Oh, whoops.
Yeah. So if you go to Yoniverse and you click build your own Yonian, you can use a little
Yoniverse.
builder
So,
to
are you just a solo
make your
team,
alter
or
ego.
do you have anybody else helping behind the scenes as
Exactly.
well?
Yeah. Good question.
Well, so I've had a lot of people go in and out from this project in both good and bad ways, but I mean, it's all worked out. I have a solid like community team that have really been invested in everything from kind of like come in during the project. So we are about maybe 5, I think, that in like Discord, socials, stuff like that. And then on the I have a the artist that does this kind of art. We have played a game together for many years.
What
and
game?
Yeah,
I
what game? What
contacted.
game?
You gotta
what
say
game?
what
We got some
game.
avid gamers here.
I'm embarrassed, but
No.
it's called Neopets.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So
no.
yeah. I think I remember that. That's a much older game, correct?
Yeah, I played it for 20 years.
Yes. That sounds about
And
right.
it's a Flash web-based Flash game
No,
with
I
like an
got. I
economy.
got
It's
to be
super
completely
cool,
honest. You
and
just
it's like perfect fit for like NFT stuff, that whole kind of economy and stuff. So if there's any like devs anywhere listening to this that is like, oh, I love that kind of game, please like reach out to me.
That's so funny. I think I do remember playing
I do
that.
remember playing this game way back when. This was during my Webkins
The
Neopets
Webkins,
phase.
yeah. My sister would be like, "Can you help me on this Webkins game?" And I'd be like, like farming all the
Welcome to
points and
Curio Shop.
Yeah,
Hope you find what you're looking for.
Exactly. So we're we dabble in games like that too. So that's funny.
Well,
Cool.
that's awesome. Most people haven't heard of it or like laugh when I say
Oh
it.
yeah,
Oh no,
it rings a bell. For
I mean,
sure.
the majority of the Park team came together by either playing World of Warcraft, RuneScape, or like FPSs like Counter Strike or Rainbow Six Siege. So we're all too familiar with the games.
Oh
and
my
whatnot.
gosh, Lincoln Park goes in the chat. Gaia Online and Neopets go hand in hand. I remember playing Gaia or being in Gaia Online. It was kind of like a whole like community. It was kind of like open world from what I remember.
I never played this one. I'm surprised, honestly.
Yeah, it was almost like Roblox where, it was open world and then you could go into, different videos and you could watch and stuff like that, but that's funny.
And Tim, 2Cakes, I'm not too sure about Neopets having physical. I know Webkins was the physical, and then you scan the bottom of the foot or type the bottom of the foot code in or something like that, and then you get your dog in game. For Neopets, Yanni, did they have physical plushies or
Yeah,
toys?
yeah, a lot of merch they still have. They're still around, actually. So I still play, but they have plushies and like jewelry and shirts and everything. It's cool.
Cool game for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's like we know each other from there, and I just reached out to them and we're like, hey, I'm doing this NFT project. We have awesome lore. We have like a space narrative. We have like this Jello character. It's genderless and absorbs weird stuff, and like this Yactopus monster who eats your face. Like, you need to come here and like draw stuff
Get on
for
board
us.
right now. Get on board
Yeah.
right now.
You have some
Yes.
ideas, that's for sure. So definitely a very
We do.
innovative project. Insane.
You should check out we have the plot of the Ancient Ledger. It's in the same kind of space there. It's a puzzle game. There's an NFT hidden in there as well that you can get if you get far enough. So you can play that. Everybody's like curious about our lore. Play the puzzle game and go to the wiki and check out like for the answers. Most of them can be found in the wiki.
Down. Plot of the ancient. You went over it.
I went right over it. Okay. I'm going to the game right now. Oh, we ran out of
Yeah,
puzzle
there's
space.
games there as well. But
Did we run out of puzzle space, it looks like?
oh no. Okay, I need to upgrade.
Upgrade? Do I have to upgrade?
Timing is perfect.
Yes, exactly. Force upgrade on there. That's funny. So yeah, that's cool though. I mean, your website just has so much on it, so definitely a lot to do on there. Is there anything that you'd like to ask from like our following? As far as like joining your Twitter or Discord, whatever.
Yeah, please come and join us. And like even if you're not a creative yourself, you can vote and like vote on the art and be come with ideas and everything. So we do a lot of creative work in our Discord, and we would love to have you there.
Definitely. We got some people asking for the Discord in the chat as well. Let's see real quick. I think that I'll be able to get it here. Unless you can get it before me.
What?
Oh, no, wait. I think I got
Oh,
it.
the Discord chat. Sorry about that.
Let me put the invite link here.
And I will.
Oh, Mod Red Hot is on
Mod
it
Red
before
Hot,
me.
always on it.
Always on it before me.
And then I'm gonna drop the link.
Thanks. I'm on my phone, so
No problem.
can't
No
do
problem
anything.
at all. Laser Boy 147, great project, inspirational to be honest.
Thank you.
Laser Boy. Thank you. Cool. So it was a pleasure having you on, and we're looking for. I mean, it's up to you, but if you want to join for the 4-2 stream, throw the webcam on. We're gonna have a bunch of projects like we said in there, so it'd be a pleasure to have you there.
I
but...
really want to, but I'm traveling, so I'm super sad about it.
Oh,
'cause
so
I would love
another
to.
thing I was gonna ask, I forgot about this. What time is it for you right now?
I think it's like 9 in the evening.
Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so that's
Mm.
because I know we're always messaging back and forth, and it's like we're at like a 12-hour difference from when we're responding to each other, so that's hilarious.
Yeah. I know.
That's funny.
My time zones mess me up in this space.
Oh yeah, it's tough. I mean, the first stream
But
that
I
we...
would be here for you guys any day, anytime. So
Appreciate
Thank you for that. Yeah, we totally forgot about the time zones. The first stream we held was at like 5 p.m. Eastern. I remember XRPL dudes came on and they were like, "It's 2 a.m. where
Yeah.
we're at." We're like, "Oh,
Like
God."
you guys didn't have to do this
Yeah,
for us.
sorry
so
about that. Sorry
I'm
about
glad that we're not in that same situation. That this is like a reasonable time for you. So definitely. Well, hey, pleasure having you on. Always welcome to come back on. Whenever you have an update, just let us know. We'll get you back on the stream. But it was great talking.
thank you so much. I love your project, and you guys are like the best. Seriously, you really take care of this space. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
for
Thank
that.
you so much. All right, have a good one.
You too.
Beautiful. Awesome.
All right, so we just saw XDragonites, great project. Yoniverse, amazing project. Now we're waiting for the junkie folks to get on. We got roughly 3 minutes or so until that happens. So, any updates from our end and anything like that?
You know, we don't have to go over too much. I mean, the 4-2 event, like if you haven't heard about it, it's going to be pretty wild, and it may or may not be bigger than the 129 event. We'd hope that it would be bigger. But we got the junkie guys in here, so enough of that. We're going to unmute them real quick. So we got Safe Quest and we got Blonde Joe. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
What is
up,
up?
guys? You got the poker tour. You got the poker
He's
table
got the-
behind him. He's
Yeah,
already
poker
ready.
table's behind.
You
I
He's
get
got
the
the
poker shades
you
on.
got the
Yeah,
junkie
no,
merch
man.
on. Uh-oh.
Glasses on, 2 cameras.
The John Lennons.
Oh, yeah.
2 camera setup.
It should be good right here.
Yeah, we're coming at you live from Rusty's bar.
Ooh, let me get a
Lawrence
drink.
has
Let me get a drink.
Unreal. So we got the junkie guys. We'll go through the introduction again. Obviously, I'm Steve. That's Chris. If you guys just kind of want to introduce yourselves and let us know where you're from.
I'm Jake, aka Safe Quest. I am the founder of XRP Junkies, and I'm from Texas.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm Blanjo or Lawrence or Donnie, whichever floats your boat, and I'm from Florida. Other co-founder here, so
For sure. And yeah, we got our own nicknames too, so it's funny to have a couple of aliases. But you guys seem to be a couple of younger gents like ourselves. How old are you guys?
22.
22.
yeah, we're both 22.
22.
Yep.
Cool.
And Blanjo, hold on. I see that you are drinking. Is that coffee? Because
it's
I don't know.
water.
I just saw it with Steve's cup. He's got his little Yeti tumbler. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the cold brew. Yeah.
I saw that. And I was like, it looks all too
Yeah.
familiar. And 2 Cakes in chat said, "Mustache on fleek for you, Save Quest." So keep ripping
Thank
that
you.
thing.
I'm trying. I'm growing it as much as I possibly can. It's
How,
a little hard.
How long have we been working on that?
About 2 months now. I've been trimming it up a little bit.
All
so
right,
it's
all
not
right.
too crazy.
That's not
But
too bad.
yeah, I'm a slow grower, so
Yeah, mine's been growing.
Yes,
for
dude, I love it.
3
I
months
love it.
now.
So, all right, let's get into the junkie project. Can you guys give us like a quick little summary on what the junkies is and something like that?
Yeah, for sure. Jake, you wanna take it away?
yeah. So we're a 10K collection of NFTs on the XRPL, and we are building utility in the form of a play-to-earn game. As you can kind of see with our webcams, we're sitting in Rusty's bar. It's a social hybrid MMO. So you get to chill inside Rusty's bar, have some drinks, play poker, pool with your friends, and you can go shoot and loot outside and kill some mutants. So
That's pretty
pretty
sick.
much
Hell
the basics.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Hell
sick.
yeah.
And how long have you guys been working on this project?
Since what, mid? So we came up with it, probably end of September. Well, over summer, we didn't really start putting things together till end of September. Didn't launch our token until about mid-October. So I mean, since then it's been game development and blockchain development and yeah. So what is that?
Show some
4,
images.
5, 6, almost like 6 months, almost 7 now.
You guys
Yeah.
have been killing it. We're looking at the bar scenes right now, and like,
Thank you.
it's honestly
Yeah,
insane.
we're working hard on it, man. Working hard on it.
So as far as the core team, is it just you guys, or do you guys have different, other people that are working on it?
Yeah, so I mean, we got a team of 8 right now. We're the primary owners and founders of it. We have Kyle. He's our game developer. He's been with us since, what was it, like early November, mid-November. We have Ryan, who's kind of our project manager, handles the random things, different workloads, and deals with the artists as well. And another Ryan, who is actually a local Florida guy as well. He's a big Solidity dev. He's kind of transferred over to the XRPL space. So he's awesome. And we got Michael. He's our developer out in the Ukraine right now. He's a genius. He's been full-time XRPL since pretty much, I think, beginning of December. And he's a very brilliant guy. He's actually helping us with working on this grant thing. We're working on some cool stuff we'll talk about in a bit. And then we got Max. He's from Paris. He's one of our artists, one of our
Nice.
voxel artists. He's been doing a lot of the exterior stuff.
And
a
the
lot of,
beautiful lighting that you see.
and the
behind
lighting.
us.
Oh yeah, see the lighting within your game it's crazy because you guys are using like what, voxel type art? Is that what you would call
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And then having the lighting, I mean, you never really see stuff like that. At least personally, I haven't. But
Yeah, we're trying to take a different approach at the whole voxel graphic scene. You see a lot of typical things when it comes to voxels, just zero lighting, zero like HD graphics, and we're trying to kick it up a notch.
Yeah, and then Franco is he's in Copenhagen, and he's a genius as well. He's the one who did the majority, everything besides the lighting inside Rusty's bar so far. So he's we got lucky with our artist for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's it. So how many people did you just run through? You guys have a massive team.
Yeah, we're a pretty good team. It started off as just Lawrence and I, and we kind of like built it up from the ground. We met this amazing team called Field on Bacon, and we partnered with them. So it was the majority of the devs we're working with, and we just reached out to some artists. We interviewed probably like 30 people, and we found 2 that we really, really, really liked, and we proceeded with them. So they've been working with us ever since.
Nice. How do you guys know each other?
We met when we were 12 years old, playing Minecraft.
Hey.
Oh,
yes.
there we
Oh,
go.
I remember we had
There
this
we go.
conversation.
Yep.
Yeah. 12 years old
That's-
playing Minecraft. Yep.
That's crazy, man.
Where'd you guys? What server did you guys meet on? Just like a survival one, or what were you guys doing?
was,
You guys were probably griefing or something. I know you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Look at you
look at
smiling
that.
over there. You guys are
Yeah,
smiling over there.
Jake's a griefer. No, he's. It was called Dungeon Realms. It was this big MMO server that was around. I don't know if any of you guys were familiar with what was it, the Hermitcraft people. I don't know, they promoted the heck out of this server, but it was a big server. It was really cool, and I had this duplication bug. And,
There we go.
Oh, there
Okay,
we go.
we knew
It's
something was
No,
up with you guys.
Yeah. He was
And
he was
then-
12 years old, sitting here duplicating items in this game, making money.
There we
Like
go.
selling it to people is the craziest thing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
hey,
it's-
that's how it goes sometimes. It's We turned over a new leaf from our griefing days. I know back in the day, you did not want us in our server.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just for as an example, like my skin on Minecraft was disguised as a block of dirt. So like I'm walking around crouching and I'm looking like a block of dirt, and
And in the good old days of Minecraft, when you would crouch, it would like, make your name tag just basically invisible.
Yeah.
I know they changed that now, but before you could definitely do some damage.
I think it might still be the same.
I know
when you
it
sneak.
like it hides it a little bit, but
Oh,
you can
yeah.
still see it a little bit, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, just a tiny bit, I think.
That's it. So that's funny that it all comes back around. So I mean, here you guys are, and you guys got a crypto project
Yeah.
that would have never started unless Minecraft
And-
came out.
And also, this is the second project on today that, the team was formed from, those long-lasting relationships that you've made on video games
Yeah.
too. So
Like Neopets.
it's like us, Yanni, you guys. It's video games definitely drive people together. So when your parents are like,
Yeah.
"Why are you playing all those video games?" It's like long-term investment, mom.
Preparing for
Mom.
my future.
Exactly. Exactly.
So Red Hot asked a question. You guys don't have to answer it now, but he said Junkies in ZERP question mark.
Yeah, we've been trying to get in contact with the guys at Zverb.
Okay.
I know he's been busy.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
his launch and the pre-launch and a bunch of other things. But yeah, we have time to set up with them soon because we've been dying to talk to him because he's making a server and then bringing on the NFTs and stuff, and like I made a bunch of servers when I was younger, so it's cool like connection there as well.
Yeah, I hopped in actually a couple days ago, and I was like, "Hey, let's build a junkyard in here. We think it'd be super cool."
Oh wow,
You
that's
know,
actually a
right?
sick idea too. And
Yeah.
the Elite Realism team, like you'd be surprised what they can make, and they've gotten a ton of practice from building in Zerpcraft. So like, you might think it's a fallacy of them making a junkyard, but then like they'll snap at the fingers and they'll have it done the next day, and it's like holy
Yeah,
crap.
when they were like asking us what would you guys like, we were like, all right, just sent them like a a stock image of like I think it's like Bora Bora or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and like 2 days later they sent us an image and we're like, it's like, oh my god, you guys have absolutely ripped it. I can build like a dirt house. That's about it.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
awesome. We're definitely wanting to get into Zerpcraft. We really like the project, and we came from Minecraft, and we want to explore with it a little bit more too.
So I got one of the clips from the game here.
Put that piece full
Put that
screen.
full screen, and it's like the third person shooter aspect. So
It runs super smooth. Like honestly, this looks amazing.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know if
thanks,
you guys
man.
can see it on the stream right now,
Yeah.
but this kind of map, I don't know, it reminds me a little bit of
The villa in MW2.
yeah, it's got that type of feel, like an Asian, some type of Asian town. I don't know.
Oh, Chinatown in
Yeah, like-
COD 4. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
The lighting is insane. You guys
is.
ripped it on that. Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind this game? Like, did any other games inspire you guys?
I'll go first. But so Jake, I didn't have any specific game that really inspired me. When we first found Max rather, we had found this collection of voxel pieces he had made, and it was kind of that theme. It was more cyberpunk and like kind of that like Chinatown kind of vibe.
Yep.
And we didn't love the whole cyberpunk, and we wanted to get something like a mix between that and like a dystopian kind of feel. And my biggest inspiration when we kind of went through our lore and like working on this was Altered Carbon. I don't know if you guys have seen that show on Netflix,
Haven't.
but it's it's futuristic, but it's also like dystopian. Like it's like something that inspires a lot of our game. And it's pretty cool. I know Jake has some other references he likes, but
Yeah, so the whole Undercity is what we call it. It's underground,
Yes.
and that plays a huge factor into our aesthetic and how the buildings look and how the way we're building this world. On top, on the above ground, it's going to be a giant junkyard. So that's going to be where players are going to be able to go up and get some loot and bring it back down to rebuild the Undercity. Build land plots, and we got a lot of stuff going on for land too. I don't want to say too much, but I don't know. We kind of just like we're thinking of something to create unique, something that nobody has really done before. So we spent a long time trying to like find our brand and like our entire theme.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And then how do your NFTs tie in? Because I know that you guys are doing something that's kind of different than a lot of projects. I mean, obviously, you guys have a pixel art project, but you guys have like that DNA aspect. So if we could first start off by talking about, where the pixel art inspiration came from, and then let's move into maybe the DNA.
Yeah, the entire pixel art thing actually started. I was making a little project for my professor. I wasn't doing so hot in the class, so I was gonna make
Hey.
I was gonna make this 2D side scroller game where you get to customize your character and walk around and like punch a tree. So that's kind of how it started. And I made that for him, and he passed me, thankfully.
Nice.
Uh, so I just had this collection of characters that I had sitting around, and I came to Donnie about everything. We said, hey, looking at NFTs, and I didn't even really know much about the whole space, and that's kind of how the pixel art thing started. We originally we were gonna make a game that was like kind of like a mobile app where you have this junkie's head and you kind of like feed it food and stuff, and you earn passive income with
Yeah.
JSC. But we wanted to expand that a bit and like build an entire world. So we thought, let's take a tackle at Voxel and see where we can go, and kind of just been going on since, building this whole game and coming up with things as we're going. Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say, like in terms of like I'm watching, I have the stream pulled up here, so like the customizer thing you're looking at too.
Yep.
So how we're gonna do that with the DNA is, you know, it's gonna we're building all this DNA in voxel as well, and once we're all finished up with, I'll get our logins some polish. Like every unique NFT was gonna be uniquely made in voxel as well, which we think is really cool. Like seeing some of it come together, like in the background, is pretty sweet because it's just like we got a good point where there's we're good with like the amount of traits we have and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So, like
yeah.
everyone kind of has their own unique. There's not too much overlap. Like there's different things. Like so the blood type is the cool thing we were kind of proud of is like you have the humans and then there's gonna be like mutants, and the ones with the green blood is like a mutant. But then you can
Yeah.
also have like a crossover with the different like skin tones. So there's like 4 humans and 4 mutant skin tones, and then you have like half mutants and stuff like that, and they're gonna have like different functionality,
Different stats. Yeah.
different stats, yeah, like in the game.
So the thing
Yeah.
I like
So
about your PFP is the fact that, and in majority, including our project, it's like what's under that PFP. Like, is there a body? But you know what's under yours. You got that exposed neck bone and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I really do like that. I really do like that.
yeah.
I've yet
So
to seen something like that before.
yeah, all of our junkies are headless or decapitated. So we wanted to do that to kind of show how you can customize the body type of your junkie. So it's kind of like a switcher thing. We have this little VR vat in the game that you're going to go up to, and you get to change your body types and all the loot you get in game. So let's say you get like a different chest plate, you can walk up there and just switch it out. So we wanna show that there's going to be a lot of customized traits and features within the game when it comes to defining your own look. So that's
So
a big role in it. Yeah.
So are these like chest plates that you find in game? Are they going to be NFTs or just kind of like items within the game that you can trade amongst each other, but they're not on chain or on ledger?
Oh, NFTs.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
The goal is to make them all NFTs. Once we have the security aspect of in-game loot figured out completely, then yeah, it's gonna be all NFT based.
So is there going to be like a level system within the game? I don't know if you guys can touch on that yet, but
Yeah, it's something that we've kind of thought about, but we've played games where you get level locked and stuff. Like so we're gonna have some kind of incentive for people to play, but we've never liked level locking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll allow people with the worst kind of gear to go to the areas that they would get destroyed in.
yeah.
But they can learn from that. And I like that it's more enjoyable because it's I feel like it adds another element to like kind of an MMO style game is you can go and people can find ways where they can kind of like fight these higher tiered missions and mobs and stuff, and sit there and grind that all day versus going through the whole story. But some people choose to go through the whole story and work like that too, and we like giving people that kind of option.
Yeah,
It's really
that freedom to basically, make their own storyline within the game
Yeah.
while also following the storyline that you guys created. Because I know in like World of Warcraft, RuneScape, like, yeah, you start off at like the lowest level, but if you really wanted to, you can travel to those high level areas, try to kill that mob, and I know people do, but they'll get smoked 90% of the time. So no, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that a
But
lot.
yeah, it's that payoff too. Is you kill that upper higher level mob and you get that rare item or something, or and then it's like all pays off.
And then you go to like the main hangout location. You have those like shoulder pads, that sword, and you're like, "Look at me!" And everybody's like, "Oh!"
Flexing on them.
I know. In like World of Warcraft with like the mount system and everything, if you have like a mount that nobody else has, they all go crazy, and you're getting multiple DMs a second. Like, how'd you get that? How'd you get this? And it's like, all right, calm down, calm down.
Yeah, and also like another goal that we have is to make every single piece of loot unique. Whether that just be cosmetically, but a big factor would be the stats of the loot that you do get. So those are all going to be randomly generated as well.
So we do have a question in chat. I'm gonna say half his name, Ben6. Are there going to be any drug serum NFTs that would benefit the junkies? Dealers and cartels would be Big Boss. Walter White would be a rare character. And then, oh my god, this game is going to be huge.
So I'll touch on that real quick. So I guess that's a common misconception we've had with the game is junkies doesn't refer to necessarily like drug addicts or things like that. It's kind of a thing that ties into our lore. Our lore is kind of set into the future, and this group of junkies kind of banded together, and that's why we're set underground. Is they're hiding from this elite, like kind of regime that took over a good chunk of the world and tried to control people. And the whole neck thing, started off with, they had this kind of implant where they were pretty much controlled and they could be like manipulated by this like elite system. And so that's why they kind of, the cut off neck isn't necessarily decapitation, but it's more of them rebuilding themselves.
Nice.
And repurposing like this chip, and we got a whole backstory on it, which is cool, but there are going to be like we want to do different kind of like serums and stuff like that, but not
Yeah, so
necessarily in the drug.
if you look at the screen right here, my webcam, this little thing up here, this is a mutated cow, right? And it's hooked up to the beer taps within the Rusty's bar. So you're going to be drinking this guy's milk.
Ooh, hint, hint, guys. We're not going to go any further on that, but you're drinking the cow milk.
And let's just say, like, it'll do a little bit something to you.
Definitely do
Definitely
something,
will.
but
It'll do something.
Dream Baller goes, what? I started doing meth because of this project. Watch it, Dream Baller. Watch it, bro.
Sorry to let you down.
Here. Laser Boy says cool storyline. Yeah, definitely interesting. As far as like a timeline, I mean, how close are you guys to making this thing come to fruition?
They're actually a lot closer than expected. We expected to be hardcore in development for a while, but we built such a solid team that we've been pumping out things so quickly. And right now, our goal is to create this horde mode that we can release out to the public. They can test out. It's going to be like a COD Zombies wave kind of thing that you're going to be shooting some mutants and stuff in the Undercity, kind of taking it back, helping Rusty save his bar. That's going to be a single player experience, and we want to do some leaderboards and stuff and integrate it with Discord. So, that's something that we're probably going to have, hopefully, a little bit before XLS 20D.
Whenever, yeah, that's a pretty good way to say it because we have no idea when that's actually going to be.
So is Rusty's bar going to be that like that main location where it's going to be like that main city where everybody can like hang out, play poker, do all that sort of stuff and whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go at it, Donnie. I'm gonna pull
Yeah.
up a picture.
So Rusty's bar is like kind of our idea of like the main like hub, where you can start your like kind of adventure from, where you can go into the city. And I guess going back on what Jake said is obviously the world we envision is much larger than what we can shove out in this time, to have proper functionality and stuff. And that's why we kind of want to roll it out in stages where we're going to have the bar and, we're going to have missions that are going to be instance, but in terms of the actual city, like one of the missions is going to be taking back the city, and that'll go on for a little bit of time, and then they're going to be like clearing out the city. Then you're going to get to expand more and like really get to see what the city looks like. We have plans for like our fight club is a cool thing that we want to roll out shortly after XLS 20. And that's just going to be like, you'll be able to fight either your critters and crawlers, or you're going to be able to like actually fight players, player PvP. And then people will be able to like bet on the winner and do things like this. But
Okay.
in terms of the bar, yeah, it's kind of just that main hub where you can venture out wherever you choose.
Yeah, so right over here is Rusty's bar, right? So this is kind of like the city center. It's gray box right now because we don't have a lot of assets placed in. It's a little bit further in development than this screenshot because it's a little old. But right over here is Rusty's bar, where you can see with Lawrence's webcam. And this is the whole kind of like city center. So it's going to be separate with all these different buildings that you're going to go and interact with. So like we're going to have the fight club over here. Some other stuff I can't really say over here.
There we
We're
go.
going to have all these different roads and train tracks that you can go to different worlds, and it's going to be awesome.
That's sick.
That's
yeah.
actually really sick.
So, how can you participate in this game? Do you need to own an NFT?
Yeah, you need to own a junkie.
Okay, and that junkie that you have, will that be your in-game character?
It will be, yes.
Nice. That's sick. That's sick.
And that's
Yeah,
going to be the only unchangeable thing about your character is just the face and the head. Other than that, the bodies, weapons, and stuff, that's all completely customizable, whatever you equip.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really sick. That's really sick.
And we plan, the end goal is to add, free to play features down the line. The one thing that holds us back from that is actually just like, server costs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because if we have a set amount of players, we'll know what we need in terms of hosting and stuff like that. But if we launched free to play, we could get who knows how many people could jump on. But yeah, the goal is to make it open it up in free to play aspects in the future.
Sick. We got a couple comments from the chat. I'm pretty sure I'm in a dream because I manifested this collab in my sleep. That's from Crypto Mouse. Mike Ox says, "Will there be special hotels like the one in the show?" I think he's referring to that show. I forgot what it is called already.
Yeah,
Will there, Lawrence? Will there?
It's definitely a cool idea. We've talked about because I guess to put this in perspective, the idea with the lore is the Junkies built this whole city, over time. So there aren't going to be necessarily skyscrapers and stuff like that. But we talked about having like apartment style land, for whether that's like an island, like if you've ever played Skyblock in Minecraft. I guess that's my best comparison I can come back to now. And things like that. But I guess the cool thing, what we've learned, because Jake's done more game development than I have, is the way you can instance different environments, and you can take, we can make a special hotel, where you go in somewhere and it pops you to this little overview of everything, and maybe you're up in a bubble because we're all underground. And the one picture that Jake said, I don't know if you could see it there, but like all the terrain's all rocky, and you could have a little sky apartment or something. And yes, the possibilities are kind of endless, but the apartment style land is something we've thought of. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and a big thing with land, we want it to be fully customizable, and you do what you want to do with land. If you want to have like a little shop and you want to sell your own NFTs, you can. If you want to make this another Rusty's bar, like a little nightclub that's exclusive to people you only allow in, you can. And we want to give players a freedom to do whatever they want. So
Nice. That's sick. Skill of Luck in the chat. Just set the trust line and put an order in the Dex to get one. And that right there is why we do these live streams, to kind of show the
love it.
community.
Thank you, man.
So.
And then Jake Static said, I've seen you guys mention renting out spare junk NFTs. Is there any update on how that'll work, and if you'll get paid in XRP or JSC?
Yeah, so I guess in terms of now, we've talked to a few people, and they say that it's possible, and we've put a little bit of time into it. But yeah, the idea of renting it out we think is really cool, especially for people who own more than one, because you can't play you can't play on unless you were to pull up 2 computers on your same wallet, but you can only play with one at a time.
The true
And-
grinders do that.
Yeah.
And it was a cool idea for like those people to say they want to rent one out for a week or whatever the time frame kind of is. They have another way to earn a little bit of money, and I think the idea is to be able to have that happen in JC and XRP, um, up to whoever is the one renting it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the timeline for that is whenever we go to free to play, because the free to play people won't be able to earn like the junkie owners will. So you're going to be able to rent the junkie to earn those in-game items and the NFT loot.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I'm pretty sure Axie Infinity does, right? On the ETH chain, like you can rent out your monsters that you aren't using. I think it's called like the scholarship program or something like that, where you can earn some passive income while allowing, those people that can't afford or didn't get in early enough to snag one of those NFTs. So it's a,
Yeah,
it's a very good
100%.
method.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got some other questions in the chat.
So just to confirm, JSC is going to be that in-game currency, and I know that you guys use it within your, I guess you can say casino within the Discord. That I definitely did play, definitely pretty addicting too, because I am a betting man myself. So
Yeah, well, that isn't linked up necessarily. It's just a placeholder to stay on theme.
Yeah,
But
it's
yes,
funny money.
So yeah, we want to use that within like our voting system, because we think it's cool to incentivize everyone who holds and owns JSC to kind of participate in where we're going to go with the project. And I think that's one thing that XRP Fact Checker developing that voting system was really sick, because it's like it just adds another element of community interaction. And then on top of that, we're gonna do like staking, where you'll be able to lock up your NFTs and receive like JSC. How like DeFi would work with staking, and we want to use that as like an exchange where you'll be able to buy, different aesthetic pieces, like maybe non-NFT, like in-game stuff. You can buy like cool cosmetics and and other things like that, and then as well as it's going to kind of provide like an exclusive kind of right to like pre-sales or JSC exclusive kind of drops.
Yeah, critters and crawlers, we want to make that a huge thing with JSC as well. Some critters and crawlers collections are only going to be purchasable with JSC. Critters and crawlers, if you didn't know, is our in-game companion kind of pet thing. We have huge plans for them. I can't really say anything just now, but it's going to be as big as the game.
cool. Definitely going to be on the lookout for that. We had another question in the chat by OMFG's Lulz. Will there be any mini games within the bar? Like poker, like arcade games that you can go up to interact with, like like Pac-Man type
Here.
games.
Yeah, Jake, pull up the arcade thing. I can kind of talk about it for a second. But yeah, so like besides like poker games and blackjack and some other like casino based games, we want to have like darts. We want to integrate like pool, and then like if you see Jake screen here, we want to have these arcade machines, and they have kind of two purposes. Is the first is for mini games, like some retro kind of games that we're developing like ourselves, like I guess you can think of it like a Pac-Man kind of era. And then at the other end of that is we want to use this as kind of like a way to link in other projects and other games, where you can come up to one of these machines and it'd say, for example, it brings us into like Monkey Monkey's game, and it directly links them there, and other like WebGL games it works very well with.
Yeah, we are doing that, by the way. We are having Monkey Monkey in our game.
There
I don't think
we
we've
go.
posted on
Technically-
Twitter yet.
So in technical terms, Park is a part of your game in that case, because we're in
Yeah.
Monkey Monkey's game. So hey, Junkies Club,
Yeah,
there we go.
We're definitely gonna have some park exclusive merch and like cosmetics and stuff. So
Oh, damn!
definitely do that.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Chat's honestly going wild for it. Chat is 5 junkies enough to retire? LOL. 5 junkies will get you a few Lunchables.
Oh, yeah.
Crypto Mouse goes, I guess I can live off that. That's hilarious. X Shroom will also have a critter, I believe, says OMFG
Yeah.
Loves.
Yeah, we're doing something with X Shrooms as well.
Beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful. A question.
And
from-
that's the,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the cool thing with like the collabs and the things we can do is like, we can do it as simple as like, if you come in to our game and say you're a park holder and you have your junkie, obviously, you can get like an equipable T-shirt or some special cosmetics like that, or you have like a special spray in the game where you
Yup.
can spray down the park ape down and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's sick.
Cool.
We got a question from Dreamball. This is kind of a tough one. Do you guys know what the currency will be worth or what it will get you? For example, one JSC equals $1 or a ruble. So that's a tough one.
Definitely is a tough one because
Yeah,
I wish we could tell the future, and I wish we
Exactly.
knew that question. But we want the currency to become as well as the junk currency comes in the future, and we're putting our all into it. And as the currency grows, so does the project. So it's just something that we're going to build upon, and we're going to try to reach the highest numbers we possibly can. But we're not promising anything, of course.
Of course.
But
yeah. The goal isn't to pump it up or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's more going to just be used for the utility cases we've kind of mentioned and go off that. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Skill like I said, the market will decide the value, and that's kind of what.
That's exactly, and that's kind of our motto as well. We don't really try to talk too much about price. We try to leave that out of things, and when people question it, we say the price is the price, and we'd hope that it would reflect positively, when we try our best, but ultimately the community is going to decide what price your token is going to be, and it's neither of our obligations to talk about that. So appreciate that answer.
yeah,
too,
100%.
for sure. So as far as short term, I mean, everyone's begging in the chat for the poker tournaments, and seeing the success of the last one that we had. I think that it'd be something that we definitely collaborate on in the future. Obviously, we're going to be a little bit booked up. Both of us are for the 4-2 live stream. But I think after that, we might be able to run something again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Let's do another poker tourney. That was so much fun. Even though I lost like in the second hand.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as Stevie. It was the first one.
I was the first one out, and it's like, damn,
Oh
dude,
my
I kind
God.
of wanted to play. Like, what the hell? I'm gonna have to make 2 accounts and just go in because
yeah.
Yeah, log one in with Google or something, and one with your
exactly.
Discord.
So yeah, people are saying more poker. Said Mickey Savage for sure. We'll
So yeah, guys, definitely be on the lookout for the next poker tournament. No date set yet, but it's definitely gonna happen again.
keep a freaking eye on XPepe Link. Make sure he's not counting cards.
Yeah, XRP Link's got he's got a card counter on the side of it.
Right.
Yeah,
so.
he was cooking.
Yeah, no,
he was cooking while he was playing. Yeah, we believe that, Pepe. Like,
Yeah.
he's in the
Oh my
chat.
God, I'm there.
Oh, we know you're there, XPepe. But so as far as short term, like, is there anything that you guys would like our following to do? Like, just join up the Discord, because I know you guys got a pretty active Discord.
Yeah, join up
Yeah.
our Discord, ask questions. We have a community that, knows a lot about our project, and they'll answer you when we can't. Follow our Twitter and stuff, and we got some announcements coming out pretty soon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we also have our mint Tesla giveaway as well. If anyone wants to enter that.
Oh yeah, we're giving away a Tesla. So
No shot. How did we? What?
yeah, it's in the budget, man. We got it.
Ooh, Model 3 too. Does it have the auto drive is the question. No,
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
No, I won't do that to you guys.
But
That's me being a car guy, being
Yeah,
an
yeah.
a-hole right there. So
But guys, definitely, join up on that. That is an absolutely insane giveaway. A Model 3 Tesla, like that is
we'll link it.
that
to
is
you.
actually freaking huge right there.
Just linked it. In the
So
chat.
first place Tesla Model 3 giveaway. Second prize, all expense paid vacation with Junkie founders. So you got
Oh,
to
let's
hang out-
win that
You
one,
got to
dude.
hang out with Mr. Mustache and Blandro over there. Third place, a custom NPC junkie, and you are included into the lore of the game. So that is an action-packed giveaway right there.
That's
Honestly, that
beautiful.
is huge.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's our big one. That's what we wanna do after Mint. That's gonna be our biggest goal, and that's the thing that we're gonna be pushing hard once we get closer to a 20D amendment. So
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, hey, gents, was a pleasure having you on the stream, and you know you guys are always welcome. And definitely look out, live stream viewers right here, for some collaborations in the future and possibly another poker tournament.
Yeah. No, thanks for having us. Yeah. I love being on here. We love you guys. So
Appreciate
thank
that.
y'all
Yeah,
for everything you
Thank
do.
you guys for that. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are the homies. All right, I think it's time for marbles, folks. What do y'all think? We'll keep you. I mean, if you guys want to stay on, we're gonna be doing the marbles, but definitely don't have to. We can.
Yeah, we got a meeting in 10 minutes, so we
Yeah, you
probably
guys-
should hop out.
You guys do your thing. Pleasure having you guys. All right.
Thanks for coming, guys.
all right.
Later,
yeah.
y'all. Thank you.
Later.
Take care. See you, everybody.
Beautiful. Wow.
3 great projects.
Unreal.
3 amazing communities. Definitely go join the Dragonites, Junkies, and Yanni's community. Really good things coming